I get our single to Queensfield? Thank you. Perfect. Thanks very much. Okay, cheers.
Antisocial behaviour continues to strike on public transport. Police are taking measures as the attacks worsen over the course of lockdown restrictions. The pattern of targeted attacks began on Tuesday 2nd of March at 8 p.m. when a group of youths threw a brick-sized rock at a Service 49 bus as it was travelling along Nidri Mains Road, shattering the side cab of the bus. Further antisocial behaviour followed soon after when on Friday 5th March at 10 p.m. another young gang was found tampering with a parked bus in Drumbury, seen banging on the side of the window. When the bus driver got out to confront the individuals, he was assaulted by one of the youths. Lothian buses took immediate action, diverting services 1, 21, 200 and 26 away from the Clermiston, Drumbury area for 2 evenings following this attack in an effort to protect their staff, customers and fleet from further attacks.
As it was coming up the hill, I could see what looked like a group of teenagers lying down behind a verge, and I saw one of them stand up quickly and he threw something towards the bus. It turned out that the boy had thrown a rock and it completely smashed through our window, just like a few rows just in front of me. But me and the 3 other passengers, we weren't really aware of what was happening, just thinking about it though, we were so close from the impact of where it landed.
Following progress from Operation Proust, set up in order to combat antisocial activity towards public transport in Edinburgh, a 14-year-old boy has been charged in connection to this incident. 25-year-old Katie, who uses Lothian buses services, made a statement.
I ride the bus daily to get to work. It is scary to think that one of these attacks might happen while I am riding the bus. It is very concerning that children and elderly people who need to ride the bus are being put in danger.
The escalation of attacks forced Lothian buses to pull all evening services on Wednesday 17th March across their entire network of Lothian buses, Lothian Country and East Coast buses. Lothian expressed how this decision was not taken lightly and apologised to the key workers who would likely be affected by this. Services continued to operate as normal the following morning, but Lothian made it clear that if the company was subject to further attacks, they would pull services again. Drivers have turned to social media, pleading the dangers of such acts towards buses. One driver has even posted photos of a rock that had smashed right through the window of one of Lothian's brand new Volvo Everett buses, introduced to the fleet only a few months ago. The rock landed on the other side of the bus, making a huge dent in the frame next to the disabled buggy area. A driver commented,
"It's very scary knowing that these attacks are ongoing and just how often they are happening. I now feel quite anxious driving at night, knowing that some of the routes and areas are where previous attacks have taken place."
An appeal video was also posted by Lothian in partnerships with Police Scotland, in which a driver recalls the trauma he has experienced as a result from succumbing victim to one of these attacks. Police are taking charge of the situation with Operation Proust. Transport Police spokesman Callum Mackenzie in a statement said,
"We are taking a zero-tolerance approach to such disruption towards public transport. With Operation Proust, we aim to educate young people about the dangers of throwing objects at buses."
The police have already charged 18 people with connection to these attacks on the Lothian buses. Out with Edinburgh, bus companies such as McGill's in Glasgow, as well as Stagecoach in Manchester, have been subject to similar attacks. It's not just bus companies enduring this behaviour, as ScotRail have noticed an escalation of passengers boarding trains in large groups and drinking together. ScotRail aims to deploy extra patrol staff on the ground, as well as increase the surveillance of CCTV to identify these groups quickly and inform the police. These incidents are a perfect example of how the COVID restrictions are directly affecting the youth. Without their usual school, sports and activities to keep them occupied, they are acting out of boredom. Hopefully, between the actions taken by the police, with summer approaching and the restrictions scheduled to ease over the next few months, there should be a decline in these acts of vandalism.
Thank you. Cheers.